Is Lee Allen. I'm doing my place of employment at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff Behavior Intervention Unit. Um, we've been very busy trying to follow up on missed appointments and trying to get kids enrolled back into summer school and also for the fall. But today's topic has to do with mandatory reporting, mandated reporters, and things of that nature. But it was interesting today that this is our topic because I had an opportunity to receive a phone call to our program inquiring as to what was the policy uh, in terms of making a report on child maltreatment. Received a call today from a public school system here in Pine Bluff, and this call came from a paraprofessional who is in a behavior class in elementary school, and that was a incident that took place with a student, in which a student had reported to the paraprofessional that he was being withheld food and locked in his room, and also being struck by an object. I believe it was a belt or a switch. And the student had enough confidence in the teacher that he reported that information to the teacher. So the paraprofessional, as it turns out, in her call, reported that she had reported to the her supervisor, who in turn told her to write a report of her allegation, and that she would make the call to the child maltreatment hotline. I didn't tell her that that wasn't really the procedure, but I did explain to the paraprofessional that as a teacher working in the public school system, she meets the criteria for being a mandated reporter. And I also went on to the Child Protective Services website, downloaded some documentation and forwarded it to her email address, just telling her what is child maltreatment and who and what reports child maltreatment. So clearly there is some incidents involving, I guess, policy and protocol that's set up by her principal of the school to make it so that she doesn't understand what to do. I do find it ironic that this professional had been working in the school system for well over 15 years and is not aware of what child maltreatment is or nor how to report. But still, I did get an opportunity to give her the 1-800 number to the child maltreatment hotline. I told her that she has the right, if she chooses to do so, to leave her name or not give her name. That she would be, uh, um, it would be confidential on who reported. Since this allegation involves a foster child that is currently in jurisdiction of juvenile court, I'm sure that it will be post haste in terms of reviewing the allegation. This child, since this came in this morning around 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm sure that child will not be back in that home this afternoon because of the seriousness of the incident. It is somewhat alarming that people don't understand what the policy and procedure is in terms of reporting. Here in Arkansas, we do have what we call Publication 052, and that is a caretaker's guide, and it explains, as I said earlier, what if the investigation is substantiated, what if it's not substantiated, how can you obtain a copy of the report if you are the offender? Uh, what happens if the report is true? Who reports it? And also what exactly child maltreatment is. This is a big issue here in Arkansas right now because we do have what we call Garrett's Law in place now, and that involves when a mother is giving birth to a child in a public hospital, if a mother tests positive for any type of controlled substance, then a child is immediately taken into care. So, sudden, something certainly that the public should be aware of. I find it interesting that we would receive this call today, and this is a topic in which we're going to be discussing as we move forward. Um, found it interesting. I hope everybody has a good rest of the week. Thank you.